So earlier this year we managed to smash out LEGO Harry Potter years 1 to 4 within the 24-hour time limit with quite a lot of wiggle room. Years 5 to 7 is a much larger game with more collectibles, more characters and way more areas to clear, so let's see if I can be just as successful as I was with 1 to 4. Today we're seeing if I can get the Platinum Trophy for LEGO Harry Potter years 5 to 7 in 24 hours. Now years 5 to 7 has quite a different trophy structure than 1 to 4 does. Instead of earning trophies steadily, we get one for completing every level, completing every year, doing things with certain characters and all of that jazz. It's very trophy heavy to start, then gets much more sporadic towards the end. I mentioned this at the start of last year actually. As a trophy grind, I prefer a more gradual stream of them as opposed to a load at the start and then the end feeling much more like a grind. As a game, I much prefer 5 to 7. TT Games took what they did in years 1 to 4 and expanded on it without making it feel bloated. We got better puzzles, funnier LEGO humour, and using the latest models that were in the sets at the time. I miss this era of LEGO so much. I don't know what it was, but it was almost like a golden era for the games, the sets that were coming out. It was just a great vibe. You had the first run of the Lord of the Rings sets, the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff, the updated Harry Potter models and the sets that were coming out as well, some badass Marvel and DC sets around this time too. I look back on this time with so much nostalgia. On top of the 28 trophies you get by default just for story missions, you also either get these others by default or you can get the following while playing the story with little effort and little to no deviation. A serious family issue for defeating Bellatrix in a duel with any serious variant. Lighten up for using the Deluminator for the first time. Lessons learned for unlocking every ability. Hogwarts has changed for visiting the Hogwarts foyer in year 7 or 8. Oh Children for completing the dance scene in the tent. Avid Reader for using a Quibbler dispenser 25 times. I like that I was able to get this one with Luna using it, it's kind of symbolic. Halfway there for reaching 50% overall completion, Nuts and Bolts for collecting 1 billion studs, and Collector's Dream for completing the bonus level. Right, let me explain how I was able to get a couple of these. I don't remember if the game had this on initial release since it was coming up to about 14 years ago now, but 5 to 7 now grants you all 4 Hogwarts founders from the get-go, which includes Salazar Slytherin, who can use dark magic. That opens up a lot of avenues to clear before you've even beaten the story. Now, he doesn't have it right away. I think the dark magic is unlocked when you complete all the lessons, but by the time you start Deathly Hallows Part 2, you'll probably have every ability you need to start clearing out all of the levels. Now, you do have to go back to Hogwarts to complete a lot of the overworld cleanup, but once you've completed 8-2, you can go about the whole open world and clear up to your heart's content. So I actually ended up doing a lot of things before even the story was finished. And because of that, about half an hour after completing the bonus level, the overworld was pretty much done. Or so I thought. The final trophies are majorly for buying stuff, but we do have a couple of other specific things to do, including defeating 30 redcaps, and taking out Bellatrix in a duel with the Waiter Neville variant. While doing the level cleanup for 6-6, I got all the collectibles and accidentally exited the level without saving the progress, meaning I'd have to go back and do it all again. I went on a shopping spree to make myself feel a bit better and grabbed Pajama Drama for buying all minifigure variants in pajamas, and then opened a Weasley box with each Weasley for Weasley Does It. I don't think anyone has ever said Weasley that many times in a sentence before. I went back and redid 6-6 properly, proceeded to complete all the levels, and went on what I thought would be my final shopping trip. In the process, grabbing Tall Order for unlocking all Order of the Phoenix members, Witch for unlocking all Witch characters, and Dark Times Ahead for unlocking every bad wizard. It was then that I discovered that I was one character short, and it turned out to be a Ron variant. I double checked all of the levels, combed the overworld again before going through all of Hogwarts, all the time thinking of which one was missing. There was no flashing arrow pointing me anywhere thanks to the character token detector. Then, like in the years 1 to 4 video earlier this year, I had a stroke of combined luck and genius. Double checking all the variants I had, there was no Quidditch variant of Ron that I could access. I had already done the pitch segment earlier in the cleanup, and was certain I got everything, but before I went in the first time, there were no arrows saying anything was actually in there. I bit the bullet, went back in, and boom, there was a flashing arrow highlighting my final character to unlock. Once that was complete and heading back to buy my final character, we got We Are the DA for unlocking all members of Dumbledore's army, a minifig's best friend for unlocking all characters with a pet, and But I Am the Chosen One for completing the game to 100% completion. The final trophy to unlock was done by using Voldemort to defeat every free-play variant of Harry. Doing so granted What If, and finally unlocked the full Platinum Trophy for the LEGO Harry Potter collection on the PlayStation 5. I'm a big kid, and LEGO in general is my comfort food. I enjoy a lot of the games, I have built so many of the sets in my life, and it's something I will always fall back on. Not literally though, because stepping on LEGO hurts, and imagine if it went up my arm.